What up, everyone? Welcome back to the Daily Dose. It is Thursday, and before we get started, she's already started. You hit subscribe right here. Bam, bam, bam. You get notifications whenever we drop this heat. My name is Teddy Moore.
Hola, I'm Melissa Rios.
And today we are talking about a friend of the station. We are talking about SZA and her decision to no longer do interviews, photo shoots, basically no media for the rest of her life.
Yeah, yesterday she actually tweeted after the cover of Rolling Stone magazine came out. There was Normani, there was Meg Thee Stallion and herself on this cover. Beautiful cover. They looked amazing. And she went and said this.
Yeah, she tweeted, not doing any, videos, interviews, or photos for the rest of my life. So don't ask. She did add a LOL, so, kind of like, is she playing? But she really hasn't. There's a lot of like a lot of artists have now made the decision to not do interviews, to not do the typical media round, the rounds when they promoted their album or even like the photo shoots. She did, although, acknowledge the Rolling Stone cover. She shouted out Normani and Meg, though, my sisters who I love very much and respect deeply. Honored to be a part of anything with the two of those black queens. Also salute to Rolling Stone, because the issue is women shaping the future. And these are three women that are very talented. They're definitely leaders of the new school. And SZA is a big proponent to this new wave. And it is saddening, because you want her to do these things. Obviously, selfishness, because, who wouldn't want to talk to SZA? Right. She makes great music. She's very interesting, and she's very open about her battles with mental illness and anxiety. She says that all her anxiety doesn't come from outside opinion, that it's stuff that she had when she was a child, like growing up in middle school and all that. So she's acknowledged that. But at the end of the day, as much as we are fans, we have to understand these are people.
Yeah, I think we're so used to the social media, our lives, the way they are now, which is super invasive. Like, everything about everyone, from what they're eating, where they live, how much money they have, to what they're wearing. And I'm talking about everyone, right? From me to you to the artist. And so when the artist requests or say, you know what, I'm not showing so much, I'm not giving you as much, we feel like they're taking something from us, when actually they're being very giving. Back when, even radio personalities had a persona. Right. It wasn't really them. They had a whole, fake name, even artists. They didn't put their business out there. And we're talking about, Beyonce and Drake. They don't do social media like that. They don't, Drake hasn't even showed us his kid.
You're right. But they have. And now, no, you're 1,000% right. That, I think it took a while for Will Smith to come on social media, because he still had the idea of being a Hollywood star, a mega star that's untouchable.
Right.
But because of the age of transparency, whether it's film, TV, or just, influencers, it became custom. I know in hip hop, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, they ushered in that new wave where you are open and you speak to, about what you're going through.
But
and
they're selective.
Right, but with social media, then you started having to show your life, and apparently that's what became in, but we're all guilty of it. You said it yourself. Even radio personalities were guilty of it. But I do agree that you have to have the ability to disconnect, because this is not real life, right? And so she doesn't have to do these things. It would be nice. It would be great. But you said it yourself. Artists from the past, they didn't really have to do much.
They didn't have to do that. So I don't think that this is going to affect her art, her music, and what she does, or the likeness. I think a lot of times we think, well, we want to connect with her. Well, we want to see her. Well, listen to her music.
Yeah.
Take from her what she's giving you, and don't focus so much on her life, on her kids, on who she likes, on how she's feeling, on what she's wearing. Because at the end of the day, that's not what she's offering you.
You're probably going to shit on her and say, F that, she's being sensitive or whatnot, right? That's what everyone says about artists. Again, if you want to stop listening to music because she doesn't sit down with Nick Cannon mornings or Felly Fell, then
do interviews.
I guess I think it kind of adds to the mystique of an artist. There's certain artists that you're like, I get it. Like if a SZA who sings about what she's going through and all these things and about love and heartbreak, if she doesn't want to sit down and open up too much, and I'd be like, all right, cool. If it's a rapper that brags about money and he don't want to sit down with you, then you're like, I guess. Cool. But I think for me, coming from SZA, I'm okay with that. But also shout out to the artists that don't like to do interviews, but have done it in the past. They paid their dues, like a Drake, like a Kendrick, like a J. Cole. They've done the radio rounds, they've done the media rounds, and
they don't have to do it anymore.
They earned that right. So maybe you feel that way. Maybe you feel like, yo, SZA, nah, we want more. You know, if maybe you feel that way. Maybe you feel like, no, SZA is making a good decision. She doesn't have to do interviews. Or you feel like, SZA, you could do a little more.
Comment down below. Let us know what you think. Do you feel like she has the right and she'll still have her fans backing her up if she stays away from the spotlight? Or do you feel like she needs to put in a little bit more work and then we can give her privacy? Comment down below. Let us know what you think. And we'll be back mañana.
And also, don't miss NASCAR's only stop in Southern California for the Auto Club 400. Is that you racing fast? All right. It's the largest event on the West Coast. Make sure you go get your tickets at autospeedway.com. What happened? Were you? March 1st is really going down. You don't have to worry about whatever that was. Go get your tickets, man.